Hey guys, I just wanted to make a quick video on macro hacks, and what that is just tips and tricks on flexible dieting, counting macros to basically make your life easier. Also, if you have any that I don't mention, I would love for you to post them in the comments, and I'll be making some more videos like this, and I will definitely use your suggestion and post your name or whatever. Alright, so let's go ahead and get right into it. So first on the list, I wanted to talk about conversion factors. So as you may know, raw meat and cooked meat actually have different weights. When you cook something, it will get lighter. The water gets cooked off of it and it has less mass. If you eat a lot of meat, this can potentially have a significant effect on your accuracy. So I'm a little OCD about things, and I decided to try to make my life easier, save some time, and started making these conversion factors for meat. I like to grill a bunch of chicken all at once and then eat on that for a couple days rather than like grill chicken every single day. So basically what this does is it allows you to weigh out cooked chicken and multiply it by a conversion factor and get the accurate macros for the cooked chicken straight into MyFitnessPal. So what you do, you weigh the entire batch of raw meat, and then you cook it, and then you weigh the cooked amount. There's just a little equation, little algebra equation, so you do raw times the conversion factor equals cooked. So you get that, you plug in the raw meat amount and then the cooked meat amount, and then you get X, and I found with chicken, the raw meat weighs 1.5 times more than the cooked meat. And of course it depends on how you cook it, it depends on what kind of meat it is. So I definitely suggest that you do this on your own for yourself and how you personally cook meat. But I did this 3 times and got an average, and it came out pretty much every time about 1.5 times for the chicken. Yeah, it's a pretty cool little trick there for you. Alright, so this next little hack is a way to help meet your fiber goal. A lot of times when people are on low carbs or poverty macros, it gets a little harder to meet fiber goals. We'll just see what it is. I have a little box full of goodies over here. So, cocoa powder, people. So what's up? So check it out. For 10 calories, 1 tablespoon, you get 2 grams of fiber. So if you're adding my dog is snoring, sorry. If you're adding 5 tablespoons of this to a recipe like protein waffles or something, you're going to be getting 10 grams of fiber in that for 50 extra calories. So it's really, really awesome. They also have this dark cocoa powder. I really, really love this stuff. It is 1 gram of fiber per serving, but it tastes amazing. And yeah. So that, my friends, is why I love If It Fits Your Macros. Chocolate will help you reach your goals. Doesn't get much better than that, except my dog snoring in the background. So this next hack is all about crock pots. I used to avoid crock pot recipes because I had tried them before, but it got really complicated when I was trying to figure out how to do it. So yeah, epic fail. But recently I was on Instagram and somebody that I follow posted an awesome tip, and I'm going to put her name up here. You should go follow her. I got permission to use her tip. So yeah, this is so awesome. All you do is input your crock pot recipe like you normally would into MyFitnessPal. And then when you're finished making it, just keep track of the weight of what's going into the Tupperware containers or whatever you keep it in. You will plug that weight into MyFitnessPal as the serving size. So when you're ready to eat it, just put it into your bowl, weigh it out in grams, and when you're inputting that into MyFitnessPal, for the serving size, just put the weight in grams, and there you have it. Super, super easy. Never would have thought to do that, but it rocks. And that's the whole point of crock pots anyway, right? To keep it simple, keep it easy, save some time. All right, this next little tip is something that actually took me a while to discover, but you can actually plug in carbs, protein, and fat just straight up into your MyFitnessPal. So you can actually go into the search and then look up carb, protein, or fat, and it'll show up in the search, and then you can just input it in. So I'll show you right there. Hopefully it'll show up. You see where it says carb. So that's really helpful for if you don't know, or if you do know the macros to something, but it's not listed in the search or is not showing up correctly when you're scanning the barcode. It's also really helpful for if you're gonna drink alcohol. So for instance, if I have like a glass of wine that's 130 calories, what I normally do is I split those calories, half fat, half carb, just because I like to balance it out. So I'll put like 16.25 carbs and 7.2 fat just straight into MyFitnessPal. Don't even have to worry about it. Alcohol is actually 7 calories per gram, but when you're inputting it into MyFitnessPal, it really does not matter. So just count it as carbs or fat or both, and you are good to go. So we've reached the final macro hack of the day, and that's actually going to segue into the next video that I do, which is all about low carb tricks. But I want to share my favorite, and that is Shirataki noodles. So they look like this, and you've got your fettuccine, you've got your angel hair, and you've got some rice. So this is the Miracle Noodle brand, and I just got to show you a little something something. If I can zoom in on it or whatever. So this is 0 fat, 0 carb, and 0 protein. Tell me that's not awesome. And it tastes amazing, seriously. So the only thing about these is they smell kind of weird right out of the bag. So they actually smell kind of like Nickelodeon gack, if you were ever a child of the 90s like me. All you do is put them in a strainer and rinse them for a few minutes, and then get a pan and cook them for about 2 to 5 minutes until they're nice and cooked. And then you can add really whatever you want to it. I like to put in like Bragg's liquid aminos with a little bit of PB2 and lime juice. That kind of gives it like a pad thai taste. You can put in spaghetti sauce, Alfredo, and honestly it's really good just with like spray butter and seasonings if you're on like super poverty macros. It's actually really good. Just throw in some chicken and you're good to go. Usually I buy these on Amazon, but it can get kind of expensive. I actually went to Kroger yesterday and found some tofu shirataki noodles that are 10 calories per serving, which still like it's nothing. So, but they were actually $1 each. So I just like stocked up. So definitely be on the lookout for sales because I don't think people really know that these exist and how awesome they are. So that wraps it up for macro hacks of the day. Please give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful and subscribe to my channel. Be my friend, and I will catch you guys next time.
Hey guys, I just wanted to make a quick amendment. You probably already know this, but I wanted to add it just in case. This is a way of accurately measuring by simultaneously taking food directly out of the container. Just put the container on the scale, zero out the scale, and take the food out. The number of grams will just show up as a negative number. So yeah. All right, that's it for real.